like to meet Charan, not for acting, but as a businessman.
So, can you tell us a little bit about your early life in UP and what are the things about UP that you still miss the most?
Yeah. You see, my people have a shoe shop about this size, and I began to work at the shop at the age of 10. So all the basics of business I learned at the shoe shop. And it was just any time I could get out of the school, it was in the shoe shop. So the whole business acumen developed there. There was nothing else I would do. Just school, get this, finish, and obviously driven to be number one in the class. That's what the basic part of it. So we must have democratic base. We used to have a 5-year plan. It didn't work. France did. Soviet Union did. So depending on the industry, the greatest threat for most of these is geopolitical, second cybersecurity.
So, sir, in your interactions with them, what's something that you've noticed that the rich and the powerful people worry about that normal people would never guess?
I literally make notes every day. Today I learned judgment comes from constraints. Never make a decision until you search an opposite viewpoint.
So, first of all, sir, welcome to the show. And I have to say that as somebody who's been in the publishing industry, I've been a huge admirer. And it is an absolute honor and privilege, a rare privilege, to have somebody like you to talk to. Because at a larger level, geopolitically, there's so much going on. And, as an ordinary person, you're curious, you're scared. And there are lots of answers that I think readers will be seeking from this book. But from your point of view, personally, as an academician, I wanted to understand that when you started work on this book, what is the biggest discovery that you made during the process of, researching on the book?
So first, thank you for having me on the show. I have been in China for 3 decades. 50 companies, on the board of companies. So the point was, I was not writing a book. I was living the real situations.
Yeah.
And in my writing a book, this is my 38th book, is that I learn what's the issue, what's happening, accumulated ideas, and the time comes and say, it's the time to write the book. That's how this book came. It was not, I have an issue, let's research the book.
Yeah.
In my writing all my life, I have this, collect ideas, think ideas, thread them together, and then say, does it deserve to be a book? That's all of my books have come that way. And I had designed my own way of writing the books, and that is, what is a book? Book is a systematic presentation of a set of ideas and a set of themes. So no ideas, no book.
Yeah.
So I work on the ideas first. That's how it came. When I saw the problems, I see the difficulties. I say, we are going on a path that will have the chance of destroying industries in any country at any time. That's when it began.
Interesting. I've started reading the book, and one of the questions that I had is that when you studied Xi Jinping, right, in terms of his career, do you see more of a politician, a strategist, or do you actually see a stellar CEO?
You see, when I was teaching in a Harvard Business School, I taught a course for 6 consecutive years to learn about whole geopolitics, economics, nations, and at the same time, translating into what the CEO needs to do. So we learned to get a better anchor about a human being, analyze their actions, look at the patterns. So I do the analysis of the actions, and they are hard-nosed facts. So he got there through the internal power struggle to be the president. Second, He had a very clear goal and a stated goal, and a good strategist does it. So he's a strategist, but much, much more. And that is, he knows how to execute this strategy.
Yeah.
Those two things combined in a national leaders are uncommon. He has loads of them.
So he has execution prowess.
Both conceiving a strategy, communicating a strategy, executing a strategy. It's rare for both of them. We have, in a way, in Mr. Modi. Modi ji has that. He is able to do both. That's one of the reasons India is governable after Manmohan Singh, that Mr. Modi is able to execute a number of initiatives very effectively. It's a very good news.
Yeah, absolutely agree. But do you think that India still has certain things to learn from Xi Jinping? And if yes, then what would those three things be?
Yes. First, India has to have its own approach. We are not dictators.
Yeah.
We don't punish people. We don't send them to jail. We don't change generals every 6 months. So we got to be careful what we get. Because success of China is almost totally dependent on fear,
Yeah.
top-down decisions,
Yeah.
and huge penalties. No, we are not. So no copy. Now, people in China, companies have developed ideas, technologies. We should create relationship, and we are. That's different. So we must have democratic based. We used to have a 5-year plans. It didn't work. France did. Soviet Union did. We still need to now think about a focused strategy. We have a strategy in Mr. Modi's mind. They are doing piecemeal here, piecemeal there. We now to have a single focused strategy of working with China or counteracting the China's actions that are adverse to India.
Yeah.
We don't have that today.
Yeah. You also talk about, US aligning with 5 other key, countries to come together for an economic alliance, similar to what NATO is doing in the military space. But with so much of fragmentation happening right now when it comes to world politics,
Correct.
right? Do you see that happening anytime in the future?
Excuse me. The fact is, no single country can withstand the attack of China. Sooner or later, they're going to come together, maybe partial way. It's beginning to happen in a very partial way. For example, India and America are collaborating in the development of facilities of rare earth, buying rare earth sources.
Yeah.
It's going to happen that way, but eventually it has to come because no country alone can stop the attack China has on economic strength of countries.
Interesting. Interesting. So I also had some questions for the larger audience, right?
Yeah, sure.
And one of those were that if the CEO of a 10,000 crore Indian company called you tonight and asked, what is the biggest risk I'm not seeing? What would you tell them?
Yeah. So depending on the industry, the greatest threat for most of these is geopolitical, second, cybersecurity.
Okay.
And third, if you have over borrowed in foreign currencies, it's going to affect you very negatively going forward. It's already affecting you because of hedging, because of refinancing, because people going to see your cost of capital going up, and you got to redesign your business model given this tough external scenario. Now, if you're high tech, then you have the issue of getting the right talent. Competition for talent is going to be very tough. The other common things are productivity, innovation. But those are the three most critical items that you better examine very quickly.
Okay.
Can I add one more there because you're going to add it anyway?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. The other one, 10,000 crore business. It's very, very likely. It depends in some ways on China.
How?
They buy things from China, buy technology, buy equipment, buy materials. It's very, very likely unless it's a pure service business.
Do you think India is late to the manufacturing party? Do you think India has been late to the manufacturing party?
Quite late.
And is there anything that we can do to fix that now?
We start doing it. Bring most modern thinking, modern equipment, modern use of AI, modern use of robotics. Our people can do that. It's a focus. You can't manufacture everything. We have to sequence it. We got to see which are more basic that build on those platforms new manufacturing. For example, before you produce products, we got to produce components.
Yeah.
We got to build basic sciences so that one platform gives rise to many manufacturing situations. And that's what we need. That's what China has. And that they control that and they don't want to give.
Interesting. You've been an academician almost all your life, right? And candidly, if I were to ask you, what's something that almost every business school teaches that you personally think is a complete waste of time?
Well, the first part is that most of the teaching in business schools is not doing the demonstration how the people use what you teach. And the reason is most instructors have not worked in the industry.
Yeah.
And so that is a very critical part.
And since we're all connected to the publishing industry in some way or the other, some of us on the business side, you, of course, are such a renowned author. If I were to ask you that when you are looking and evaluating a leader's life, right? So when you're evaluating a leader's life, at what stage or what is it that makes you think and decide that this person might merit a book or this company might merit a book? Might merit a book.
Sorry.
Okay. So when you're deciding whether somebody's ideas deserve a book, what signals tell you that this person has something that the world needs to hear?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the thing is that I have, as many others will, a pretty good feel of what is happening in the external context. So that says it rings a bell, people want to know about it. That's how this
Interesting
goes.
What's a belief, sir, that you held?
I'll give you an example right now.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm very convinced that we need a book on inflation across the globe, but not the way it was in Brazil.
Yeah.
Because it's now has to have how to cope with inflation using AI. And that's going to be very different. But there's more than enough evidence. Inflation is here, and so is in the United States, even though the consumer price index don't show that.
Yeah.
The discretionary area has huge inflation.
What is the future of India's currency, sir?
India's
currency.
Yeah, the key point is that it's a psychological game. So people who want to put FDI here, they're psychologically saying, can I take the risk? People who have money in FPI, and they're saying, why should I take the risk? Get out. Because there are no signals that say the deterioration of currency parity will stop.
Yeah. Understood.
The government, as every government does it, they do temporary interference, bring it back, use the reserves, but there are no structural backstops that say if that happens, it will change. Only thing they now say, if the water stops, it will revert back a little bit, but they don't show. If the inflation went down to zero, it will help. But there are no backstops that says it will happen. So currency is not going to revert back with a minor adjustment, but the deterioration is not going to be stopping for a long time.
What is the future of humanity, sir, vis-a-vis AI?
I don't know. I'm very limited in this. I'm saying I love to work for a company and tell me what you need. I don't deal with those issues.
Personally, as somebody who's worked with, global CEOs, established corporates, academia, what is that one belief that you had for the last, let's say, 3 decades, which you do not have right now?
No, I had a clear belief. I can lay that out. And I've not changed that. I call that universal belief. It is the people before strategy. It's a fact. Strategy comes from people. I believe that. I can prove that. So those things are pretty well ingrained in me. But I've got to think anything that I believe is no longer true. I think there'll be plenty of those. I've got to find some. But we make assumptions all the time and they don't come out right. Like all the time.
Yeah. So you spent more than 50 years, right? Advising billionaires, CEOs, and presidents all over the world.
No, close to 60 years.
Close to 60 years. Wow.
My very first ones were billionaires.
Wow. Okay.
Very early age, yeah.
So, sir, in your interactions with them, what's something that you've noticed that the rich and the powerful people worry about that normal people would never guess?
No, the key point about all the 16 is amazing how common. They are the master of basics. They are the master of common sense. They are the master to talk to any sophisticated person, and they will listen and they will force the discussion to be extremely clear what he has said. Clarity is their highest suit. It's worth 10,000 IQ points. People don't realize that.
Wow.
And they really simplify that. So you tell some sophisticated stuff, and they will break it down, and they will get down to the ground floor, and when they will digest it, and they will never forget it. So all these billionaires have employed the most sophisticated, most educated people, and when they finish working with them, learning from them, they're able to articulate in a simple layman's language.
Interesting. So deceptively simple. Simplicity is the
Yeah,
key.
the reason I'm not using that deceptively, an ordinary person can understand.
Which is something that I'll have to say about your book also, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So you see, look at the data centers. Billionaires are building data centers. I can assure you that 5-6 years ago, they wouldn't have a clue what it is. And they're going to put billions in it.
Wow.
So they learn what's involved in a very common sense way. It's utility way. What does it take? Where are the risks? What kind of people I need?
Yeah.
That's them. That's what makes them billionaires.
Fascinating. And so you've advised some of the most important people in the world, right? Whose advice do you listen to?
Which is what I use it.
Yes.
Yeah. But see, I don't go that way. I'm very alert. Anybody I talk to. Very alert. What is there? I pick it up. So I had one today, right? A company with a CEO. And I'm saying, yeah, I think this is the point I never thought about.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah, I make notes of that.
So you're a lifelong learner.
Absolutely. I literally make notes every day.
Brilliant.
Every day.
What?
Today I learned that judgment comes from constraints. It's a universal truth.
Can you repeat that, sir?
Judgment comes from constraints.
Yes.
Never make a decision until you search an opposite viewpoint. These are universal things. But we don't do that.
And another very basic general question. But are billionaires typically happy people?
That depends on the personality, relationships. And so I have enough of them who have to go to psychotherapy. They are estranged from their sons. And then divorces. So it depends how driven they are, how work is their cocaine. No, I cannot say, because that's a very different thing. We have poor people unhappy and poor people very happy. So some of those people do cut corners.
So if you could have dinner with any three people alive today, who would they be and what would you ask them?
Yeah. For example, I like to meet Charan Khan, not for acting, but as a businessman.
Yes.
He has a mind, he does it, he's very good at it. And yet he's an artist.
Yeah.
And so, when Maggie Thatcher was alive, that was I said, here is a person you can learn a lot. A Shah Rukh Khan here. Obviously, I'd like to see Mr. Modi. That's the obvious question, obvious answer there. But if I were to go outside my field, that's the one I would go for.
Interesting. Okay.
And also, there's Amir Khan, the same way. He's in the same league. Same league. But the Shah Rukh Khan is a rare person in the history of entertainment.
Wow.
Globally.
And why would you say that, sir?
Because I follow Hollywood. I advise Universal Studios. I look at that. I have very hard time to see a actor who's a businessman.
Wow. So can you tell us a little bit about your early life in UP and what are the things about UP that you still miss the most?
You see, my people have a shoe shop about this size. But I began to work at the shop at the age of 10. So all the basics of business I learned at the shoe shop. And it was just any time I could get out of the school, it was in the shoe shop. So the whole business acumen developed there. There was nothing else I would do. Just school, get this, finish, and obviously driven to be number one in the class. That's what the basic part of it.
What is the role of education, sir, in growth? What is the role of education in any individual's life?
You see, the education is really an input to the person who consistently driven to learn. That's education. It's not the classroom education. In the old days, people learned by reading at home. They got curious. They were there. So education expands your capabilities. But unless you drive to learn, Unless you practice the learning, education is not going to do much for you. So I see graduates all over the world, and they stop reading after they graduate. So they suffer later. They don't have a diet. What am I learning new? Those who do that, they have the education. Education, talking to people, and learning from them, that's education. Education, formal education, is only one input. Most of that is not worth going to the school. Teachers not teaching well, students not learning well. We do that.
Right. Who are your top two most favorite billionaires in the world?
I cannot tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah, because there is no such thing about the favorable thing. Everyone has flaws. And today they are good, tomorrow I don't know whether they go to jail. But it can happen.
Yes.
Inadvertently, it can happen. So, same thing, I could not tell you my two favorite CEOs.
Yes.
I couldn't tell you that.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. This has been an absolute honor and a privilege. And we look forward to building this book with you.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.